Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like the channel and become part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much to every single one of you that have been supporting the channel from the start until now. And of course, very appreciated the newcomers that will be part of it also. I'd like to mention that my threads are 100% cotton thread. They are from Portugal. I am in Europe. And there are 4 plies, similar thickness to Aunt Lydia number 3. My colors go by number and not by name. Okay. And for the most part, I use 2.75 hook, a small one, millimeter. Small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. I also like to mention I do have a crochet private group. If you're interested to join the beautiful queens there, you're more than welcome as long as you have a profile pic. And I have a crochet page on Facebook and also Instagram and TikTok. All of these links will be below in the description box. All you have to do is click on them. Of course, if you have not subscribed, click on that subscription. It's free, you know that, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's the only way we can continue to create these beautiful pieces for you guys. By keep growing the channel, of course, by YouTube recognizing the channel and circulating it. And I am so grateful and appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. For a lot of yous that question on my threads, I do ship them out. They're $12 a ball. They're 100 grams equivalent. 300 to 325 yards, okay? And minimum order by 6. It's the only way I can cover the shipping. I make nothing out of it, so I know you will be asking because I get a lot of questions on them. So here you go, okay? So let's get started. Please don't forget to share the video or the channel in your Facebook public or your groups, your Facebook crochet groups, through your WhatsApp, your Instagram. It's the only way to keep going and circulating it. Okay, thank you. I send you much blessings. Okay, everybody. So I pretty much uploaded a tutorial for this gorgeous basket, and I'm going to do the runner now, and I will link the basket to the runner and also the runner to the basket. Okay, I did do a tutorial with the basket on the leaves, on the daisy. I don't have a tutorial for the oranges, but very simple as I explain on the basket how to do it. It takes 2 seconds, it's quick. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna use the 4-ply 100% cotton thread. I'm gonna use the white and 2.7 hook, small scissor, tuck in loose ends. You'll need 2 baskets, obviously, for each end of the runner. And the good thing about the runner is you can go as big as you like or as long as you like. Okay, so let's get started. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. And thank you so much for helping out with the channel. God bless you. I also would like to mention, as I did mention in the basket video, this tutorial I had created when I very first started the channel. And if I'm not mistaken, it was the very first tutorial of the channel. And at that time, the app that I was using was horrible. And I had no experience calling out the stitch and had no experience on filming, didn't even have like a camera stand for my mobile to film. So everything was, oh my goodness. And because it's very, so much seen, but not as creative because people find it hard. I didn't know how to even record with full screen. So it's very limited, the screen. For that reason, I'm recreating. This is an old pattern. And we're going to start off, especially for people that have a very tight stitch. Anything that you do straight as a straight line to start any pattern, always go a hook bigger. So I have a 3.0. Normally I use my 2.7, which I will right after this row. But the chain stitch, it's a good idea that you use a hook bigger, a size bigger, so your tension is not tight when you're doing these chain stitch. It's extremely important. So slip stitch knot and do your chain stitch. Okay, I'm going to do 55 chain stitch. I've done my 55 chain stitch, and it's extremely important that your line is always a little bit looser, because when you start the other rows, it will crumple up, and most of the time, depending upon whatever pattern you're creating, it tends to turn like a U shape. So you have to go a hook bigger. I usually loosen up when I'm doing it, but I keep forgetting, for the most part, to warn everybody. But I started remembering and started warning. Okay, so I'm going to come into the fourth, not counting from the hook, counting right after the hook. 1, 2, 3 on my fourth, and I'm grabbing both loops, as you can see here. Okay, so it does not bend like a U shape. A lot of people have a problem with that, and then they mention on the group why their patterns are turning into a U. Okay, so 1 double crochet per stitch all the way to the end. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we've done the double crochets. We're going to turn around, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3 for double crochet and 1 for space. I'm coming back in the same one. We're going to create 2 V's. So I have my first V, 1 chain, back into the same one, and my second V. So that means I have 3 double crochets, 1 chain space between them on that first one. 1 chain. I'm going to skip 1 space or stitch and doing double crochet. I'm going to create a group of 5 double crochets. 3, 4, and 5. 1 chain. I'm going to skip a stitch, come into the next one. We're going to build 20 little blocks. 1 chain, skip a stitch, into the next one. 1 chain, skip a stitch, into the next one, until you have 20 blocks. So far I have 3. So I've done my 20 little squares, and now I'm going to do those 5 double crochets. 3, 4, and 5. 1 chain. I'm going to skip that one, and I'm going to create my V in the corner, but I want to grab those 2 loops. I don't want to take only 1, or else it's going to pull too much on the pattern. 1 chain, coming in, creating my second, 1 chain, and my third double crochet. So I have my 2 V's here, like I have here. 1, 2, 3 chain. Turn around. That's for my double crochet. I'm coming inside of that first 1 chain space and creating 2 double crochets. 1 chain, coming into the second, and create the 3 double crochets. Now from here on, we're going to keep doing 2 chain at the beginning and 2 chain at the end. Chain 2, coming in that first double crochet. Okay, I hope you guys understood. So basically 3 double crochet, 1 chain, 3 double crochet. From here on, always 2 chain at the beginning and 2 chain at the end. Now we're always, each time we're going to be doing this row here, we're always going to do an increase, okay, on the first double crochet. So we have 2. The pattern needs to widen out, and then 1 per stitch. So we started off with 5 double crochets, now we have 6. 2, 4, 6, 1 chain. Building those squares again. It's always going to be like this until the end. 1 chain and 20 little squares. Okay? And of course, what we're doing here, we must do on the other side. Okay, everyone. So, done my 20 double crochets. That's always going to be the same. 1 chain. Coming in that first double crochet, my second, my third, my fourth, and my increase, exactly how we did at the beginning over here. 2 chain, coming in, doing those 3 double crochets, 1 chain, and 3 double crochets inside of that second V. We're going to turn around and we're going to do the walk, as I call it, with slip stitch to the center, and we're going to repeat the V. So it's always going to alternate. It's going to be like shell V, let's call it that way. So single 2 chain and 1 more for space in between, 1 chain, and again. So we have those 2 V's again. Chain, almost got lost there for a second. Chain 2. Yes, chain 2, and coming on top of, let me just check. Yes, I got lost there for a second. So our increase, remember what I said, we're always going to do an increase at the beginning and at the end. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 double crochets now. Okay. 1 chain, and do your 20 little squares, your little boxes. Okay. So chain 1, coming in that first double crochet. Remember, we have to do the increase on the last one. So we have our 7 double crochets. Chain 2, coming inside of that shell, we're going to call it a shell, doing 1 chain and 3 double crochets, 1 chain in between them, so we're creating those V's again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, turn around, coming in and doing the 2 double crochets, 1 chain into the next one. Create your 3 double crochets, chain 2, increase. We're always going to alternate that way. Always an increase until we decide we don't want to increase anymore. Always 2 chain. Okay. Always alternating. 1 row will shell, 1 row of V, 1 row of shell, 1 row of V. Always the 20 little squares. So until we need to change up the pattern. Then I'll let you know. One chain and create your little boxes. I don't know how big I'm going to go. So 2, 4, 6, 8 this time. Okay. One chain and continue on. Okay, everyone. So we're back on the double crochet. So we'll do our increase at the end. And our increase, chain 2, coming in and doing the 3 double crochets. I'm going to do a 2 chain on these shells. I should have started with the 2 chain, but sometimes you just can't think of everything, right? I did 1, but it's okay. We'll do 2 now. Turn around. Again, we're going to do the walk to the center of that shell. And going to do a single to chain my double crochet and 1 for space in between, creating those V's. Like I said, we are alternating. V shell, V shell, V shell, chain 2, coming into that first double crochet, increase. So now we should have 9 double crochets. We are at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to keep repeating to do this until we have 14 double crochets. So we have 9. We need 5 more rows. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or 5 more rows, I believe. Let me just check. Yes, 5 more rows. Sometimes my brain can't function. I guess overtiredness. And so it's just a repeat, and then it's going to change once I have the 14 double crochets. Okay? So you know the next row, you're going to repeat the shell. And then do the walk on the next row to the center and create your V's. I'll meet you when I have completed my 14 double crochets. Okay, everyone. So I've done until 14 double crochets. Now we're going to repeat what we've done at the beginning with the 5 double crochets. So we're going to turn around and we're going to do the walk with a slip stitch. Change my thread this way so it doesn't show like a knot going through there. So slip stitch all the way through to the 5th double crochet. I'm just going to slip stitch right through here like that. So for every motif like this, we must do until 14 double crochets. Slip stitch, slip stitch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and on our 5th, okay, so we slip stitch through it. We're going to do 4 chain, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 for double crochet and 1 for space. Coming back in, creating those V's. Double crochet, 1 chain, and double crochet. So we have our first V, exactly how we started down here. Chain 2. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and come on my 5th double crochet. And we're going to do 5 double crochets exactly like the beginning. And we're going to repeat everything we've just done with this motif. So then the next row will be the shells. One chain, continue your 20 little boxes. Okay, so I'll meet you after my 20. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 20. I'm going to do my 5 double crochets. So 3, 4, and 5. Exactly how we did here. And then we have to 1, 2, 3, 4, and go on the 5th. Chain 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into my 5th, doing double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, and 1 chain. Okay. You can go directly, do your 3 chains, or turn around, do your 3 chains as you wish. Create your shell. So basically, we are repeating row 2 here. Now I'm saying row 2 from obviously the 5 double crochets, okay? In reality, it's 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, and your shell. Chain 2, increase. So we start everything all over again until we have those 14 double crochets, and then again repeat what we've done here. So now we should have 6 double crochets, 2, 4, 6. Doing our little 20 squares, and then our increase at the end of the 5 double crochets. Exactly how we did. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to do this runner, how many motifs, but it's always going to be a repeat. Once you've completed, after your increase on each row, your 14 double crochets, you have to again with slip stitch do the walk to the 5th and repeat everything again. So you're always going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows of these motifs, all the way to the length you want. Okay, I'm going to continue mine, and then once I've completed the length I want, then we're good to go. Then we're going to decrease to complete and close out the runner. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end once I have completed all of my rows for the length that I want. Everything else is very easy. Just have to remember to increase at the beginning, at the end. And once you have done your 14, then you have to remember to slip stitch all the way to the 5th double crochet to restart your rows again for the motifs. So you know each motif has 10 rows. And that's from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From the motif, the very first one. Okay, I'm not counting the first row of double crochets. Again, getting into those 5 double crochets, increase on the last one. Basically just repeating what we've just done. Either you could rewind the video or put a marker and follow through your rows. 2 chain on that first V, doing that 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and then 3 more. Turn around, slip stitch to that 2 chain, single, 2 chain, and 1 more for space in between the V, double crochet, 1 chain and double crochet, chain 2, increase. It actually goes pretty fast once you get the hang of it. You get used to it already. I'm just going fast just because it's just a repeat and gives you a way to show you a little bit more. Okay. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So I pretty much did the length I wanted, and I created 8 motifs. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 8, the very first one. So now we're going to finalize the pattern. So after you've completed your 14 double crochets, the size you want, obviously, we're going to do the slip stitch as if we're doing the normal V's there. So going in all the way to the 5th double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, come back in, create your 2 V's, 1 chain, and your double crochet. So 2 chain, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, come on your 5th. So complete this row with your 5 double crochets. One chain, and your little 20 blocks. Okay, we're closing out the pattern. We have to close it out this way. So I'll meet you at the end. So coming back in, doing those 5 double crochets. 4 and 5, chain 2, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, come on your 5th, and do your V, double crochet 1 chain, double crochet 1 chain, and double crochet. We're going to turn our pattern, and we're going to do a slip stitch on that 1 chain, on that double crochet, on that 1 chain, and on that double crochet again. I'm going to come in that chain that we have there, 1, 2, and 3 for double crochet, coming in, but I'm not going to close them. Okay, so coming in that first double crochet and into that 3rd double crochet, so we can have a firm closing, and then 1 per stitch, and where we have that 1 chain, we're doing 1 double crochet. So 1 per stitch, where we have that 1 chain space, double crochet over double crochet, all the way to the end, then cut your thread. And then you can, I'll show you how to place the baskets, and you can do what you want with it, or if you don't want to put baskets, you can do just flowers. You can put it at the beginning also. You can do a lot of things to it, right? Okay, so I'm going to finalize my pattern and then I'm cutting my thread. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished and tucked in my loose ends already. Okay, so beautiful pattern. It didn't come out so lively because I had used mixed colors, and that's a no-no when you're doing patterns, straight patterns. It doesn't look pretty when you use mixed colors on that specific base pattern. Okay, everyone. So basically, I'm gonna glue my basket, the edge here. So we have 2 rows right at the beginning of that first shell we did there. So right at the beginning, about there, and do the same thing on the other side, right at the beginning of that shell. Now you want to make sure that you are lined up on that second row when you glue, so you can have a nice straight line. Okay, so 1, 2 on the second. Okay, and you glue that. Make sure that you get a nice straight line through there. Okay, and then you do the same thing to the other side when it comes to the handle. So you have these little squares and you can line them up. Let's say 1, 2, 3 on the third. So 1, 1, 2 on the third double crochet there. So you can have a nice straight line. So 1, 2 on the third, and then up here, so you know you're on the second line here of the glue. Once you glue it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on your 12. Got to make sure that you're pretty much lined up, like so. You stretch your pattern a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm good with that, and then you just glue them straight on. Just waiting for my glue to warm up, and then I'm ready. And then you do exactly the same thing on the other side to make sure that you have an even basket. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you glue that, because once you've straightened this out, everything else falls into place. Okay. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue here, and then I have more time in my hands to glue everything else, as long as it stays there tacked. And then I want to do the same thing so it does not get out of place on here. I don't want to glue my cloth. I have a bad habit of doing that. And then, of course, you would have to line it up to that second row. Just like that. I'm not going to be concerned about the handle at this point. I just want to do my straight line first, and then I'll worry about the handle. Just gonna put it on those double crochets so it doesn't move out of place. And then you would continue on that line. So Also putting it a little bit on those double crochets on the bottom, but that we could always work from the back, so I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, and a little bit here, so we have a guideline. Okay, now that we have this guideline, then we could always put it in here at the end and compress. Now I'm going to put it on my row here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's more than 12 then. Or maybe not. Let me see. I think this is good. So we have 2. We're on the second, 3, 4, 5. Or we can just count. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my 12 will be there. I would do it on the 13. We also have to make sure that we are lined up over here with the little squares. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it makes a big difference when you're just putting it on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put already a little gap here so it does not move. And put another one there too. Just compress a bit. Okay. So now you can put a little bit on the second row here and compress. And then do the same thing on this side. Take your time with it. There's no rush. Got to get more glue. And I'm still undecided how I'm going to put my flowers, but anyway, you can do whatever way you think is best for you. And then now you can just go ahead and complete the rest of the glue. Make sure it's transparent glue. You can wash, it won't come off. But if you use the white one, it will come off. I don't want this to stick. So it's best for you to put like a plastic underneath. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do a stupid fly. I'm going to continue to do mine and come back to you once I've decided how I wanted to have it as far as decorational. Okay. And look how pretty this looks. Oh my goodness. Okay, everyone, because I'm on this side, okay, I'll show you after what I've done with the other side. Because I'm on this side, we have to use also the 2 rows. So you would be adding on to that last ones we did, remember? And you'd be putting that on the second row like we did with the other ones. So no difference in what we did with the other one. So I'm just gonna glue here so it doesn't come out of place. Press a bit, and then I'm gonna do it on here also. This way I'm sure that it's not going to go anywhere. Okay. And then of course you would glue onto that second row again. So putting the glue on here. And don't be afraid to stretch it. That, not gluing the strap yet. Okay. Okay. So since we did the 2 rows, you would do exactly the same thing on this side. Stretch your pattern to make sure that you got everything even on there. So I'm going to use that second row again. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I need 2. And once I am sure about it, okay. So more or less, I mean, it's always going to be a little bit of ways here and there. Make sure that it's glued properly on there. Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to secure that. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I decided to go this way with it. My little orange in the basket, my little butterfly going into the orange, and my little daisies underneath. So I hope you guys like it. I think it's stunning. Let me know what you think. I will have it displayed, do a little video on the picture so you guys can see both sides, how beautifully it looks, right? And I put one butterfly green, and this one's got the little blue. Okay, so I'll take the measurements from the edge of the basket all the way to the other edge of the basket and side to side. So like this, you can see how big it is and in wideness. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless you. And please give a thumbs up and share the video and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.